Hi everyone, today I want to show you something very important. Not just obedience or commands, but my house rules for puppies and all dogs really. This is how I raise a dog day by day through discipline, structure, rules and clear arrangements in the home. From food, crate time and toilet breaks to play, rest and how the puppy interacts with space and resources. You'll see how I balance upbringing and rules with short obedience sessions like leash work and commands. But the bigger picture is how the puppy learns discipline in every part of daily life. You really have to make this black and white for the dog. Let's go! So it's 15th of September and in Bulgaria this is the first day for school. So if there's any parents here, they'll know how everything feels on the first day of school. I have to drive my little daughter to school really quickly. I'm trying to make a video for the dogs at the same time. So this is how our morning goes. We wake up. Beforehand, we've woken up at least 2 times for toilets for the dogs or the puppy, and then I made myself some coffee, and then the dogs are waiting calmly on their beds for their breakfast, pretty much. Oh, there you go, put the second spoon. I don't know what I'm doing, I'm in a rush. I have only 3 seconds, otherwise she'll be late. And my wife is at work, and my oldest son is at work as well. So there's absolutely 0 people to help me out with anything. No time for breakfast. Come on dogs, come. Normally I don't feed them here. Sit down. No, Freya, come. Freya, what you doing? Come, Thor. No, guys, come here. You're all gonna sit. Come, Freya, no. Týra, come. Freya, come. Týra, come. Come. Sit. Sit down. Sit. Thor, sit. Sit down. Alright. Wait here. And I'm just gonna go and give them their food. No. So first for the puppy gets 600 grams of, no, 500 grams of this food. This is Purina. So 1 cupful of that is, 1 cupful of that, I've measured this half of her daily feeding, and I split this in 2-3 goals. So she needs to be fed 3 times a day at her age, but I split this half in the morning for breakfast, half for training. Sometimes I start with the training, and so first half is training, food, and then she gets separately fed. And then after training she gets the rest of the half around lunchtime. But what I advise you is, doesn't matter puppy or whatever dog, just measure the food based on the recommendations of the manufacturer of your food, and then estimate also the daily caloric outtake of your dog, whether it's fully active, it's working dog, fully active, which means many hours a day movement, or is it just semi-active, which is just a few hours a day, which is most dogs are, or completely couch potato. And then go, if it's not that active, go below the caloric requirements on the table, because otherwise you keep your dog like too much satiated, and in terms of training as well, but also not healthy. So they're always hungry, they're never gonna get fed, so as you know. So mark up on the thing. As it happens, the same measurement goes for the other type of food for my older dog. So this is for puppies. As she's a guest puppy, I don't have a proper bowl for her here. I do have, but it just went away somewhere. I think my daughter took it for her new kitten. So I had a puppy bowl, but it's gone because my daughter took it. But okay, so this is her food. I keep it in a box like that. I don't give her protein. That's not protein. That's just normal kibbles. But I just keep it like this, safe, not in the bags. And then another protein bowl, but full with kibbles, is for my dogs. And we have for them different type of all the dog food, mature dog food, same thing like that. Oops, don't spill it. Okay. Just put everything back. And then what I'll do is I'll transfer back half of her back in this for later. So she's only gonna get fed half. The rest goes in my pouch, in my green pouch for changing. Alright, dogs have been sitting. So what will happen is sit, come on, Freya, sit, come back, Freya, come. Hey, this one is the problematic one. Sit. No, come. Sit. Sit. Come on, sit. Stay. No. And now, torrid, pray it, hear it. And we gotta go to school. I'm back at the house after getting my daughter to school. Let's go and see how they're all doing. It's not a normal day today because of the school thing, but normally after breakfast I get them out. Yeah, that's normal, they're barking. I get them out and my older dogs are waiting, hanging around here or going for a walk on their own in the forest because we live in the middle of the forest. And I start training the puppy Týra or any other puppy training. But now, obviously, they're waiting for me. My older dogs are waiting for me by the door. And the puppies, when they're not in supervision, then I'm not able to supervise them or they're not integrated with the other dogs, they have to stay in the crate. Let's see what happens here. Stay. For door out. Freya, wait. Freya, out. Today is a mayhem. It's total mayhem. Alright, let's have a look at Týra. So, with Týra, normally we have the crate arrangement like this because it looks like a den for a young pup. It still makes her much calmer, and she can still see from the corner there. And then what we do is, I'm gonna get her out on a leash if she needs toilet. Týra, sit. Good girl. Good girl. Wait. Týra, out. And with the young puppies in training, they have to sit and wait to be invited through every entrance, through every threshold. Sit. Good girl. Wait. Týra, out. Týra, come. Týra. Yeah, she spilled some of her kibbles. I'll give them water in a minute. Týra, sit. Good girl. Týra, look at me. No. Týra, out. Good girl. And we're gonna clip her on the line just for safety, because she's in training, she's not ours, so we gotta make sure she doesn't wander around. Týra, all right, Thor, come. So it's time to put his eye drops. Thor, come. Good boy. Why didn't you want to sit when I told you? Wait. Sit. Sit down. Thor, come. Thor, come. Sit. Thor. Good boy. Thor, in. Good boy. No, Thor, place. Good boy. Now, Týra, you're gonna wait. You're gonna wait. Now wait, darling. Time for eye drops, buddy. Eye droppy. So his eyes are way better. He's at the end of his treatment. But we're doing it just in case. he knows anyways. So come on, buddy. The procedure for naughty boys. You haven't been naughty, well, a little bit naughty this morning. Dogs like structure, and if it's a mating day for the parents, it's a mating day for them as well. So I didn't expect nothing less. Alright, so when you put the eye drop, you have to like lightly hold the eyelids together, otherwise he can just drop out if he puts his face down. So until it takes effect, and then we just gotta go and wipe it off if there's any excess. Just gotta go for the other eye. He's a good boy. He's very calm. He's my best boy. The other one is his daughter, and she's super hyperactive, ruining all my videos all the time. I'm gonna put her in her training. She hasn't really had much training, to be honest, just enough for her behavior and more stuff like that. But I'm gonna put her in a more vigorous training. She's only like a year and a half old. Put her through vigorous training now after I finish with the puppy. Alright, now it's time to make sure they have water. Come on, out. She comes in and out, obviously uses the opportunity. What I'm gonna do is, Freya was very naughty this morning, so she didn't get her breakfast, so I'm gonna try and retrain her again, even though she knows very well what to do. No, Thor, you already had your food. She sits and then suddenly starts to move about and doesn't want to stay in one spot, whilst all the other dogs, including the puppy, sits tight. And once she starts moving, yes, I know, Týra, no, sit, that's what she does. And then once she starts moving, she ruins the discipline of the other puppy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna redo the training. Freya, come, sit, stay, look at me, look at me. So it's normally, no, that's what she does. Stay. She comes to me and she constantly moves, so it's been extremely difficult to cure this behavior. I don't know whether she feels unsure or whatever it is, but like she has ADHD or something. Freya, look at me. No, sit. Look at me. No. Freya, good girl. And yeah, I mean, she's okay with that, but just when they're lined up in a row like ducks, and the moment that she's not supposed to move, she goes crazy and just moves about, doesn't eat her food, just moves about just enough to distract me from making sure the other dogs, well, not Thor, but the puppy is sitting nicely and quietly. So when you have multiple dogs, I suppose you're always going to have one. You're going to hit one with horrible habits that are difficult to eradicate. So we're working on this. I used to feed her separately, and that's perfectly great. But when they're together, she still follows the commands, just constantly moves and fidgets. So the next thing that happens is I'm getting ready for the puppy training, my pouch. I'm going to put her GPS cord now. Týra, come. Good girl. That's a good come. Yes, my darling. Who is a good girl? You want a papka? Yeah, now you're listening, huh? Now you're listening, huh? It's very difficult to take videos. I know. Do you want it? Yeah, sure. You can have it. It's very difficult to take videos yourself and train dogs and handle all this stuff. That is like extra. I'm gonna have my coffee. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna prime Týra for success. Basically means I'm gonna start with a little bit of game, and then she's gonna start her work on her standard obedience behavior, and I'm gonna do it too big today because later she will have in the afternoon, I mean this morning, later she will have a big afternoon. Putting the pouch on, clicker. I like to keep it like this because as I'm feeding them, I can also just click and make sure I have the food ready, or sometimes I have the food in this hand and then the clicker in this hand, so I can either click it like that or like that with my thumb. Depends what I want to do. I'm gonna try to get her to play with the rope now, even though I have a new system, because small puppies, they don't really know, or young puppies, they don't really know how to play. And play and game is extremely important. It's way more important than anything else. First of all, it gets your connection with the dog. The dog starts to value the game with you, not so much the toy as much as the game with you. And then it will listen to you. It will be primed for your voice much more, especially when it's in a high distraction environment. And not to mention that you can then easily replace high motivation instead of obligation only, or because obligation borders on the edge of respect, which borders on the edge of fear. If you go over with too much obligation, that is like fear, right? From my generation, obviously, people like from our generation, they're fearing their parents. They have respect, but it's more fear, right? You don't want to get slapped if you do something wrong. Now, not we're gonna do anything like that, but I'm saying that if you put too much obligation on the dog, too much pressure, too much positive punishment, too much negative punishment, that borders on the edge of fear. Whereas with the toys, with the games, you create much more higher and deeper motivation for the dog to listen to you. So this is a new rope, because what happened was, I left the previous rope with Bo outside one night just recently, and my dog Freya, the naughty one, I think she stole it and hid it somewhere, because I think she might be a little bit jealous from me putting so much attention on Týra. So that's my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she just took it and hid it somewhere, and that's it. But I do think that they have certain amount of thought process, especially when they're connected with the owners. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and prime her for success by getting her to play a little bit, and then she's gonna put the collars on and start the training. Let's check. It's gonna be very difficult for me to play and hold the phone, but we try. Týra, what have you done, silly? Týra, come. Who is a good girl? Do you want to play? Sit down, sit. Good girl. Do you want to play? Yes, I think you do want to play. Do you want to play though? Do you really want to play? Come on. Yes, my darling. Yes, sit. Go fetch. Good girl. Oh no, I threw it too far away. Okay, wait. Here come. Týra, come. Oh yeah. Come on. Yes. Come on. You can take it. Yes, she's doing way better. She didn't want to play, and I had to use a special sheepskin toy that I made. Luckily, I have sheepskin here, but I don't want to get her crazy over sheep, so then she starts attacking lambs or something. Come on, good girl. Oh. All right, Týra, sit. Týra, sit. Come on, sit. Sit down. Sit. Týra, sit. Good girl. Do you want it? Týra, down. And so we incorporate the play with some obedience. I don't want to overdo it, but that's how we do. Týra, drop. Týra, drop. Drop it. Drop. Come on, drop it. Good girl. Good girl. Hey, come on, drop it. Good girl. All right, let's go. Týra, fetch. Týra, come. Good girl. Yes, my darling. All right, let's play. Come on. Yes, you can do it. Yes. Oh, she's strong. So what we do is we build the confidence of the dog. We give her compliments. We say, oh, how good she's doing. And yeah, they don't understand the words, but if it's positive, as they are succeeding, this gives them the confidence they need to build it in the game. And then they're a little bit more braver. Come, you run. Oh, she's doing good. Oh, she's doing very good. Come on, let's go. Yes, she's getting stronger. She's pulling stronger, much more intent than the previous days. I think this rope is better for her. All right, Týra, sit. Týra, sit. No. Sit down. Sit. Tira, sit. No. Sit down. And we click, but the reward this time is the game. Tira, no, 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 no. Down. Tira, down. Tira, up. The reward this time is the toy. I don't want to teach her to lunge because her owners probably don't want to let me teach her very violent games, but it's normal for a dog, so they can just use a longer rope. But she would need this kind of games, tug and fetch, and within the tug and the fetch, and some chase as well. Maybe there is quieter games like hide and seek. I'm just starting to teach her this. Tira, Tira, fetch. Good girl, Tira, come. So instead of saying fetch now towards me, I tell her the command come, and this builds it into them. Tira, come. Tira, good girl. Tira, come. Yes. Yeah, darling. So they very quickly start to realize that unless they come to give you back the toy, most of the dogs, and she did as well, there's no game. The rule of the game is you throw it, they have to come back so you can play. So the best way is to incorporate fetch and tag. They can't distinguish the difference of the game. So if you only throw, that makes it half as fun. Tira, fetch. Good girl. So fetch is to get. Tira, come. Good girl. Tira, come. Yes. Yes. So also this builds removes the latency, her latency in the come command when it's normally on command. Tira, come. Oh, hey, down. Get down. Sit. I mean, sit. Down. Down. Good girl. Hey, you tricked me. She pretended to go down. Tira, come. Tira, come. Tira, come. Drop. Tira, drop. No, 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 no. Drop, 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 drop. Good girl. Sit. Sit. Sit down. Sit. Sit. Tira, sit. Sit. No, sit. Tira, sit. No. Oh, no, that's bad. That's it. All done. All done. So when we finish, we say all done. And good girl. And we hide the toy. And you should know that's over. Now we're going to do something else. Now we're going to get her to get interested. And so they don't hate the leash. You go like this. Are you ready to go and have fun? No, 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 the game's over. Sit. Tira, sit. Tira, sit. Good girl. Good girl. Right. Now we're gonna go like this. Tira. Are you ready to go? So what we do is like we hold the treats in our hands, so she sees the treats in our hands. Right now I'm holding the phone so I can in one hand, and then the leash and the collar in the other hand, like this, right? And the dog is down there, and you're saying the words, and then they get to look at you. So you focus with the treats in your hand towards your core, so they can now learn focus. Sit. Tira, up. Tira, up. Good girl. Up. Good girl. Tira. Are you ready to go and have fun? Are you ready to go and have fun? You want to have fun? Yes. Yes, my darling. Sit. And now I'm just going to put the collar on. Sit. Good girl. So now she's already ready to start some leash work. Tira. Tira, heel. It's going to be very difficult for me to show everything in a good angle. But this is what we do. And those two things, they were going on a walk, and they always disturb the piece. But we're not going on a walk. We're actually securing the perimeter, which means I'm teaching her to walk around and guard on a leash, on a heel, in a controlled manner. Tira, let's go. And so this is like to test that she's with me. Sometimes I'll tell her the command and we turn 180 degrees. We'll do a few steps, stopping. She stops. You don't really need to tell her the commands. She should be knowing this on a loose leash walking. With her new training, she should know when I'm stopping for her to stop as well, which she does. And so, but I like to make it easy on the dog when I see that she's so obedient. Yes, good girl, darling. And so I tell her, let's go. And let's go is a good way to also get them, if they are reactive to a dog, to get them away from the dog and away from this matter and focus them on the handler. So she's right next to my hip and it's complete loose leash walking. Now she might get a bit more excited because of them. They're heading out the property, but what we do with her is different. We do completely different routine. Týra, what do we do here when we come to this edge, to the edge of the property? What do we do? Do you know? Týra, sit. Týra, sit. Come on. No. Hey. No. Door back. Týra. Sit. Come here. Hey. Týra, sit. Good girl. Now I normally tell her, here, Týra, secure. Secure. Good girl. Good girl. Let's go. Door, come back, boy. Týra, heel. Heel. There we go. She's healing. Loose leash. There, like this. Just like this. But I do want her to be on strict heel. So, Týra, heel. Heel. Let's go with some running. Týra, heel. Heel. Good girl. Keep up. Stop. So she's good for joggers as well. Let's go. And those, they're free. They're freehand. They have their own freedom. They have their own freedom because they know to come when I call them. Týra, heel. So my sheep are there. They don't go out because there's no grass in the fields right now. They just burned out. But yeah, burnt out. But Týra doesn't really know what sheep are. She's seen them here, but she hasn't been in close contact. So let's see, come. They're obviously naturally gonna just disappear in their shed. So I feed them with some hay. Týra. Týra, come. She's interested. She's after all specifically bred for sheep herding. Karakchan shepherd's dog. Týra, heel. But the question is, will she be interested more in the sheep or in my commands? Týra, sit. Týra. Týra, sit. Hey. Come on. Hey. No, Fred. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Now sit. Good girl. Door, Fred, come back. All right. So we're at the end of our walk around the property on a strict heel with loose leash. So just same way that she's gonna do when she's completely off leash. Those guys going and checking the whole area, not just the property. And come on, Týra. I'm normally at this point it's a bit cool, but this one I'm getting her back before the next training starts for a little break and some water. And after that we go. So make sure the dogs have ample access to water, especially when they do movements. No water? Of course you have water. I'm gonna have some water myself. So what we do is, here is the entrance to our little training square. And normally this is with electric. This is an electric net for the sheep. So if it's good for the sheep, it's good enough for the dogs. She doesn't really need the electric, so this is not on at all. So she doesn't know what it is. All right, sit. Good girl. That's a good girl. And so, no, sit. Sit down. Good girl. So at the threshold. No, you need to be invited. Sit. It's a special privilege. Good girl. No. Týra, in. Good girl. Týra, place. Good girl. Place. Come on. Hey, come on. Place. Good girl. Good girl. Yes, my darling. Sit. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna change her leashes with a slip leash just to be on her, for just in case. You're not gonna be able to maybe see everything. But this is how her training starts, and we start with some obedience training and all that. So first of all is the distance. Get up, sit. Good girl. Good break. Good girl. Good girl. Get up, look at me. Get up. So when I said look at me, it means like looks like this. Get up, look at me. Look at me. Get up, sit. Good girl. Get her down. Get her down. Come on. Get her down. Okay, back. Come on, turn around. This way. Come. Get her, come. Good girl, stay. Get her, sit. Good girl. Get her down. Good girl. Yes, darling. Yes, my darling. That's a good girl. Get her up. Get her up. Good girl. Yes. Yes. All right. Stay. Get her, stay. Might disappear off camera because I'm testing her distance and distraction in a minute. And so we are going to reintegrate with the toy. Here come. Good girl. Yes, that speeds up the process. Týra, come. Hey. Probably not so interested in the game now, more in the food. Týra, sit. Sit. Sit down. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. Yes, my darling. Do you want to play? Do you want to play? Huh? You want to play? Do you really want to play? Go fetch. Yes. Yes, my darling. Come on. Let's go. Go get it. Yeah. Not super keen on the game while the training is going on. That's fine. That's fine. I'll use it as distraction then. Týra, place. Come on. Týra. Place. Oh, he's a bad girl. Oh, no. Týra. Place. Good girl. Good girl. Yes, my darling. Yes. Týra. No, I didn't say nothing like that. Týra, shake. Good girl. Come on. Yes. Alright, she anticipates. She knows my movements. And okay, dogs are non-verbal. So if she knows the command and she can read my mind before I say anything, even better. The thing is though, it's important to know they learn really quickly the gesture commands. The problem is to learn the sounds, because if they're distracted, they're not looking at you in the park, so they need to know the verbal commands. And now that's very hard to motivate the dog just on a verbal command, just on a sound, especially at the distance. So what we do is we teach them, and then we now put the obligation phase, which could be the e-collar, the leash pressure, all that stuff. She's doing pretty good. Very happy. This is not like the dog just wants to sit and froze in one place. She's doing a command because she wants to please it. And some distractions. Whoa. Just to throw up the toy. She does not very interested in the toy, but at least look like this. And then we go. Here, come. Good girl. Yes. Now come. You good girl. You wanna bring me the toy? You wanna bring me the toy? Yes, darling. Yes. Yes, darling. So I said come. That's good. Now sit. Yes. Here. And so we mark and we give her the toy. And we give her a few seconds to either play or to enjoy. Now she wants me to throw it, obviously. Týra, fetch. Týra, come. Good girl. Týra, come. Stop with these smells. Týra, come. Hey. Not super interested in. These are my drop kibbles. It's my fault. Týra, come. Týra, come. Hey. Týra. Týra, come. Good girl. Do you wanna play? Do you wanna play? Sit. And I might switch while she's in this process of learning game and toys and rewards. I might switch the rewards to the food. Get down. Good girl. Yes. Týra. We can't like give her food and give commands, shoot the command after command after command. If you're gonna do that, it's a sequence of commands. You don't give the food until the end of the sequence. Týra. Týra, up. Good girl. Týra, place. Yay! Týra, place. Hey. Come on. Good girl. Yes, so sometimes I might click. If I want to energize the dog, I might click as she's starting to make the movement when I'm certain she already knows the command and I know what she's gonna do. But sometimes I might click when she's fully positioned on the board, because right now she's not really fully positioned. She's one leg is down. So obviously we're not going on a competition. It doesn't matter. We're talking about companion dog, training dog. So one leg down. I'm not failing any competition. She's on the spot where I want her, and the owners aren't going to have a platform all the time. The whole point of this is to teach the dog that she will stay where I tell her to stay. Isn't that right, my darling? Stay. All right, I'm gonna go off the camera, but you can hear me because I want her to. So that's about 10 meters where I'm just a few meters off the camera. And now I'm just gonna walk around and see how long she can stay. We need her to. We need her to be able to stay a long time. 1-2 minutes for her dog, for her age at 10 meters is fine. Then you just count the meters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah, that's normal because my walk is a bit stretched more than a meter. Okay, I step 2 steps back as well. Yeah, very good. Nearly going on for almost a minute now. A minute is fine with me. She's doing so good. This is her week number 3. Týra, week number 3 of your training. Day 1, Monday of week number 3, and that's your crucial day because later in the evening we're going to introduce the e-collar. The e-collar. No, back, back. Come on, get back, get back. Good girl. Sit. Yeah, about a minute. So I don't want to keep testing the boundaries. We want to give her also a win. Get up, break. Good girl. So break and come. I know she knows that I'm not calling her because I use come more often, but obviously she knows I'm going to give her a prize. So the break is like I'm now letting her roam around for a few seconds. So you can't just go break necessarily. Well, you could, but I wouldn't do it unless she wants. Sometimes she just enjoys the place game. Again, his genetics is bred into her to guard, sit a long time in one spot while the sheep are eating. So it's lucky that you can actually view and watch the sheep as this thing is going on. But I also have obviously videos where she's out in town with a massive amount of distractions, children, playgrounds with children, fishermen, lakes, swans, birds, cats, dogs, other dogs, whatever, street, and she always obviously does the job. Týra, let's go. Play, play. Go, good girl. Yeah, baby. Come on. Yes, sit. Good girl. Good girl, little baby. Little baby. Stay. In your baby, stay. Good girl. So, they're not stupid. She sees me doing pockets and everything, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that whistle in that pocket so she doesn't really see me fetching it. Stay. No. Hey, 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 hey. Good girl. Sit. Stay. If you stay, you will see something interesting. Yeah, so I'm going to disappear off. Good girl. Good girl. There's a big latency here, but again, we established that the Karakchan dogs, they are. Týra, come. Place, place. We established that the Karakchan dogs are like independent animals. They like to think for themselves. Týra, come on, place, place, darling. Place, place. They like to think for themselves. Come on, up. Place, place. They like to think for themselves, so there is a latency in the call because they need to decide whether it's safe for them to move from that spot. When the shepherd calls them, you know, whether if they move, they're not going to jeopardize the flow of the flock. So I'm going to do another whistle just within camera range. So I stay with my back. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. Sit. Yeah, darling. Good girl. Come on. Play, play. So she's responding on the whistles really good. Not 100% for the last 2-3 days. So before it was 50%. Here, sit. Good girl. The sit is a problem. I don't know why. She was cut it perfectly, and so we're gonna work on that. But hey, I'm gonna continue with the training. You've seen plenty of these things before, and her obedience training, and I'll show you how the rest of our day goes. Stay. After we finished her daily obedience and training routine for the morning, it's time to give her a little proper play. Now, obviously, I got the rope here, and I'm gonna exchange it in a minute, but I'm gonna show you how much more drive she gets from a proper toy that's designed for her genetics. So I have, luckily obviously I have sheep here, and I have a real sheepskin, piece of sheepskin that I've attached to a rope that we can use to play fetch, tug, whatever, chase, all of those. So just keep an eye. All right, whoa, what we have here? What we have here? Oh, do you want to play? So, well, I keep that high so she can get it. We always start the play or the game time with a question, something that primes her, that she knows this is going to be a game, not an exercise and stuff. And then we always finish with something that primes it. So, all done is what I say. And do you want to play? Or are you ready to play? Are you ready to play? Are you ready to play? Yes, let's play. Let's play. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Got it. You got it. You got it. Oh, you girl. Yes. Oh yeah. Okay. That's it. Okay. Wow. Let's get it. Let's get it. You can get it. Oh, ow, she got it. She got it. So again, praise, lots of praises and stuff like that. Let me just check. Fix the camera a bit. So we are like that. Ah, you got it. So some tag. A little bit of tag. Ah, sit. 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 Now she's sit. Sit down. Hey. Good girl. Drop. Drop. So now normally she likes to drop. For me, these dogs are like that, but I'm gonna attempt something else just to offer her the other toy, which always is lesser of a value. Týra, sit. Týra, sit. Boy, what I have here. Týra, sit. Týra, drop. Týra, drop. Drop it. Drop it. I know you want to play, but you have to do what I'm asking you to do. Týra, drop it. Drop it. Drop. No, drop. Drop. Drop it. Good girl. Good girl. Come on. Come on. Look, look, look. Come on. You can have it. Here. You have this one. You have this one. You don't want it? You want that one? You want that one? Up. Get up. Up. No. Sit. Sit. Sit down. Good girl. Down. No. Sit down. Hey. Sit down. Sit. Good girl. Down. Get down. Good girl. Yes, and now she can have it. And now she can have it. I'm not going to overdo the training. We already did the obedience training. I'm just showing you that I'm incorporating in the playtime, and her reward is the toy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, she got me. She got me as well. Come on. Yes. Yes. Oh, you like to chase, huh? You like to chase, huh? Oh no, 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 no. This way. Oh yeah. So the rope helps me to get ahead of her, so she doesn't make it that easy for her. Oh yeah. She's so good. She's so good. You wanna tug? You wanna tug? You wanna pull? You can see the difference with the rope and how much this one gives her enjoyment. So obviously it's brilliant for her. And I think most dogs, even my dogs, which are not shepherd's dogs, they enjoy the sheepskin. But not as much as her. Not as much as her. Whoo! Hey! Whoo! Go get it. Good girl. Good girl. Let's put that away. Come on. Yes. Yes. Oh, drop. Sit. Sit down. Sit. She wants to throw it. Sit. Good girl. Fetch. Good girl. Here I come. Here I come. So So we clap like this to get them to come. Týra, come! Týra, come! Yeah, Týra! Good girl! Týra, come! Good girl! She will eventually come because she knows the rule of the game. That she can't play forever on her own. Týra, come! Hey! And if she doesn't, that's why we have the long rope. Týra, come! Come on! You know you want to give it to me. You know you want to give it to me eventually. You know you want to give it to me eventually. Come on. And that's, by the way, the makings of a happy dog. If you don't play with your dog, obviously we think, oh, they only play with them when they're puppies. No. These are children for life. Sit. Sit down. And the obedience is much better done with dog. Finish with those treats at some point. Sit. No biting. If they bite like this, we need a completely different strategy. Sit. Hey. Sit down. Sit. Good girl. No. All done. All done. And we say all done, the game's over. So this is a little bit of a negative punishment. No. I said all done. And she started to nip at me. Oh no, I just sent it out in outer space. Somebody has to go and climb and get it. But yeah, so this is the games we play a little bit longer usually, obviously now off camera as well. Týra, no. Týra, come. Týra, up. Get up. Good girl. Yes. Sit. Good girl. We play a little bit longer off camera as well. And then when she's really tired, it's time for a little bit break and relaxing chill time. Normally it's outside if it's a good weather, but now I'll put them inside and I'll show you how we have to settle them down and stay relaxed in the house. I've shown this before, but I'll show it again. Normally what we do in the afternoons, lunchtime, early afternoon, when it's very hot or anything, basically we chill normally outside, but if it has to be inside, place door, where are you going? Okay, he's gonna choose a new spot. He's my oldest dog, so he's allowed. He's taking over. This used to be his favorite corner, so he's a bit jealous, probably that's why he lies down there. But yeah, as you can see, my older dogs chilling, lying on one spot, and Týra is getting integrated. A great achievement, because she's now also tolerated by the other dogs, close proximity, no issue whatsoever. They never were reactive on the first place unless you go right in their face. But she's chilling on one spot. If the dog is rowdy, and not rowdy, but like a little bit like restless, then they go in the crate without forcing. I have a separate video for that, so you can watch that one. Now, whilst I busy myself in the kitchen or whatever, I will supervise for the order. So the order is the following. There is no play inside the house. There's no movement around inside the house, unless you want to go and get your water, or you want to go by the door and tell me you need a toilet, which in the daytime they can go in and out as long as I'm here to let them out. And then with the puppies, I'll explain the other order, but there's no climbing on sofas now. They're allowed overnight when there's no people to sleep on the sofa. So that's just an old sofa. Like I said, this is like a guest house here that I'm using to house and train the guest dogs as well. And so no touching on surfaces, no playing on tables. My dogs, when we have even meat here, they never touch it. I'll demonstrate this some other time. Obviously that's because they've been brought up like that. And there's no climbing on the counters. There's no sniffing around in the fridge or where underneath the sink when I open for the rubbish bin. There's nothing like that. And the way to achieve this is with constant supervision and constant attention to the dog in the proper way, in the proper manner, with positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement, positive punishment, negative punishment. In this case, when we're not doing training, we're not doing tricks, sit down, stay, and whatever, what we are doing is teaching the dog the rules of the house. Now, every house might have different rules. If you live in a huge mansion with yards, maybe the dog is allowed to run around, but I wouldn't recommend it. They're gonna knock that expensive vase or something from the Ming or Qing dynasty, and we're gonna be sorry, aren't we? Weren't we? So, so best way is to get that young puppy to learn, and she hasn't been even that much tired. We only did a very brief, so it's not like she's tired or anything. But yes, better if she's tired, of course. My dogs are definitely not tired. They didn't do anything. They were just watching me. Oops, sorry, Týra. They were just watching me train with Týra, exercise with Týra. That's it. So, weather might turn bad, so I don't know what kind of additional training I'll do outside today. But at least for now, we have settled and I can get on with other parental or work duties. Whilst the dogs are resting, I'm gonna do a breakfast that I didn't do. And then for me, then I'll prepare Týra's extra treats. Obviously, I got her next feeding section here ready. Whoa! Okay. I meant to do that. So she hears me, she's right below the camera. So I got her next, but she doesn't move even though I'm handling food. So I got her next feeding portion ready for the rest of the day, which I'll split later in the pouch here. I might as well do that now. So halfway will go in her pouch, because the pouch got empty from all the training that we did. So she ate it all. Now she might come. But that's too much. Okay, I think she's just too lazy, too tired. Right, now we get the rest of it for the evening time, evening feeding, or maybe a bit more I can put here. But that's not all. She has this highly distraction sections, areas of the town in training. I'll do that my breakfast later. I will also prepare in another pouch some wet treats, which are normally these are the special treats when I'm asking her to perform and to really be focused on me while she's still in training. And also it allows variation for the treats, not just normal kibbles, but also something more tasty. And this is just a normal cheap hot dog sausage and some yellow cheese. I do this in very minor quantities, less than 10%, maximum probably even 5% or even 3% most of the time of her total overall treat. So if overall treats are not 50%, because I give her a big chunk of that, but if her overall treats are like a big chunks, like you can split them in 10 handfuls, then this is just 10 pieces. So in every 10 handfuls of training treats, which are the same as her normal food, then it's just 10 pieces of those. But I will cut this and it will probably last for, not all of it, I'll cut a small piece of the cheese and this full sausage and it will probably last for 3 or 4 days. So because they're wet, I use a separate pouch from treats, from biscuit treats, to keep it inside that pouch so it doesn't wet the pouch and make it really dirty and disgusting there. So just a small piece, I don't know how much it is, probably an ounce, 32 grams, something like that, 50 grams. Cheese is heavy. And we just split it in more small squares. That's all we do. Little squares to last a long time. And it's just like that. Okay, so that goes in this plastic pouch here. This is Bulgarian kremvish, which means like a hot dog sausage, called choki. Choki, and there's a bird written on it, so it's chicken. And this is like really fine pieces here now. We're not talking about thick pieces. And it's not because I'm trying to save or anything. It's just that we don't want to feed them too much human food, so we're talking about minute quantities. Why this and not? Because look, I have a big bowl here of treats, right? Dog treats. The problem with these dog treats is like, and yeah, they like them. You can break them into pieces. They don't like it more than the meat, obviously. The problem is, so this bag came from these biscuits, and if you look what it says, I'll tell you what it says here in the back. So if you're not reading this, you're just feeding your dog treats for training, for whatever, the one that they sell, you're making a huge mistake. So let me tell you what it says. For 8-kilogram dog, for every 24 hours, you're only allowed to feed, guess how many? For an 8-kilogram dog, guess how many? Only 2 of those. Only 2. Only 2. Okay? For a 15 kilo, and that's for majority of those trees. For 15 kilogram dogs, you're only allowed to feed only 4. Only 4. And for a 30 kilogram dog, only 6. That's it. You know why? Because they're full with sugar, or probably not sugar, but full with fat. Too much fat. And so imagine if you give, like if we're doing training, how much training I'm going to do with this? Even if I break it down, how much training? Nothing. There's no way you can train a puppy on this. And the puppies are not 30 kilograms. They're 5, 15, Týra is probably 20. So that's about 5 of those. Anyway, so cutting those in very small pieces. And so the print is too fine, I can't really read it, but it doesn't even say, to be honest, what kind of proportions it has. It says it's recycling, so that is just like the recycling of the backpack. The daily extra in between meals, no added sugar. So imagine if it had added sugar as well, that kills the dog. With vitamins and minerals, very good. It's a 400-gram one small pouch like that, so, but it does not say what it contains, which is suspicious. It doesn't say at all the ingredients. It doesn't say how many carbs. Oh, it does. I'm gonna have to check later. But I in any way, I don't think they're these anyways. So this is just to have. What we're gonna do is like, hello Týra. She's down in below the camera. She saw all the treats and all the smell, all the tasty stuff going on. But there's no checking. She still does jump a bit from time to time, but now she's settled in the house rules here. She's way better. So in a confined space like that, I would normally consider just some very quiet training, but because I need confined space to train her a little bit on the... Oh, no. Now sit, good girl. Sit down. Up. Sit, good girl. Yep, it's hers. So, but yeah, look. So we just chop them in very small, fine pieces, like not even that thick, just about this thick. Just look, 1/3 of your little pinky on the nail. 1/3. That's how fine it should be, or half max. Right. So for washing. Put that back in the fridge. That gets washed like that for transportation. Goes in the green pouch. And then after that it's there, open. And I can take from the kibbles, or I can take from the tasty treats, and I can vary the rewards, because it's very important to vary the rewards when the dog is more into the training, or when he's doing his complicated exercises, because it builds more anticipation and dopamine, like, am I going to get a good treat, or what's this next treat going to be like? And they don't get used to it. If you keep feeding them just sausages, they're going to have enough at one point eventually anyway. Right, so I'll be back after my breakfast. Breakfast's over, and it's time to do a little bit more work with Týra. Now, normally this isn't an exercise that I would even consider to do in-house, because even that exercise, however, not rowdy it is. It's still lots of movement, but I just wanted to show you if it is inside the house. And also the other reason is it's really narrow here, so it keeps her in control. So me controlling the space helps her with the exercise. Now she's learned it and she's doing it outside as well, but this is probably the maximum amount of movement and training I would give in the house. Here come. Good girl. Good girl. Yes, yes, my darling. She's a guardian breed, and my customers requested that she's trained in at least some behavior of guarding, and we know that her natural predisposition is to bark, guard, and all that. We're not going to over encourage this, but I will teach her some basic beginning levels of guarding, and we'll see to what extent we can do it. Týra, come. Týra, please. Come. Good girl. Come. Might have to take a leash. Týra, come. Týra, come. Like I said in a previous video, if you have a small puppy, she's well above this level now, but you can take a long leash. Mine is a bit shorter, a bit longer than that, and you cut the end so it doesn't snag anywhere, so it's just a straight line, and you can clip it on top of the harness of the puppy, and come, and that way you can guide the puppy around the house, or if you're doing any in-house training, that helps you control them, and they can just keep it with them throughout. Now she doesn't really require this, but for me it's easier now. Týra, come. Týra, sit. Good girl. Good girl. Týra, look at me. Týra, look at me. No, sit. I didn't take any command. Týra. She's trying to pre-anticipate my commands. Týra, up. Up. Good girl. No. Come. No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that until I give you the command. Sit. Sit down. The problem with this high price rewards is they really eager to work. Týra, guard. Good girl. Yes, my darling. So it's just a guard command. Basic guard command. Týra, up. Here's the harness. Týra, with me. Týra, with me. Sit. Sit down. Good girl. Not really sitting down, are you? Týra, back. Good girl. Break. Come on, break. Come here. Place. Here, sit. No. Until the command is given, Týra, we're not playing it. So I'm going to switch to kibble now. She's overly eager. Sit. Good girl. Týra, look at me. No, wait. Týra, guard. Týra, guard. Good girl. Yes, my darling. Yes. Now from this position, normally they have to stay. Týra, look. It's important for them to look. So you go like this, Týra, look, and you wash them in the eyes. You have the rewards and you click on your hands, whatever you need to have. Týra, up. Good girl. Týra, with me. Come on, up. Týra, walk. Come. Týra, come. I don't know why she's freezing. She's normally doing it. Shy on the camera. Týra, come. Týra, with me. Sit. Good girl. Týra, up. Týra, back. Backwards is great. Týra, sit. Good girl. Come on. Backwards is great. We just gotta practice the front, which was better than the backwards before. So things like this can snag around time. It's normal. Now up. Týra, up. Hey. No, lazy. Up. Get up. Good girl. Up. Get up. Up. Good girl. Now place. See how this little leash, it's cut. See the end's cut? So it can't snag anywhere. It's very fine. It's not about like keeping her from lunging or anything. Just for control. So as we said, we control the space and the resources. No. Nobody's gonna give you any treat unless you're doing the exercise correctly. Týra, sit. No. That's the leash. Týra, sit. Good girl. Look at me. Týra, guard. Good girl. No, that's the wrong side. No. Let's reset. Týra, sit. Good girl. Týra, guard. Good girl. Yes, my darling. Yes, my sweetie. Oh, she got a nice cheesy treat. There's another one mix. It's a trail mix. Trail mix. You want the trail mix? Come up. Get up. Týra, look at me. Týra with me. Týra with me. Týra, no. Týra with me. Come on. Týra with me. Týra with me. Come. Come. Just come and get it. It's called luring. I don't really like Týra. Týra. Good girl. To the left. To the left. To the left. To the left. Týra, sit. Sit down. Good girl. So, she's doing the lateral as well. Týra, up. Týra, up. Týra with me. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. Yes, Týra with me. To the right. To the right. To the right. To the right. No, up. Yeah, we broke it. Get up. Come on, up. Get up. You sit. You sit. No. Come. Come here. Come here. Come on. I know you understand. Not behind my legs. Sit. Sit down. Sit. Good girl. Týra, look to me. Týra, guard. Good girl. Yes. Yes. Yes, my darling. Yes. Yes, that's a good girl. Time to get excited. Týra, up. Týra, up. Týra with me. Týra with me. Týra. Týra. Týra with me. Týra with me. Come on. Týra with me. Týra with me. Týra with me. Týra, sit. Good girl. So the leash really helps here. It's on her harness. It's not really pulling on her core or anything. Týra. Týra back. Týra back. Týra back. Týra back. Týra back. Týra back. Týra, sit. Good girl. Guard. Týra up. Týra up. Týra up. Good girl. Týra with me. Týra with me. Týra with me. Týra with me. Good girl. Týra left. Týra left. Týra left. Týra. Týra, sit. Týra right. You don't want to sit. Okay. Let's go right. Týra right. Týra right. Týra right. You have to guide the dog as well. Týra right. Sit. Come on. Good girl. Sit down, I said. Right. Týra up. Týra up. Týra with me. Týra with me. Týra with me. Týra with me. Týra left. Týra with me. Týra, look. Týra with me. Come on. Týra with me. Good girl. Sit. Sit down. Good girl. So, this is basically teaching them just the movement. Týra up. I know what most of you will say. Why am I introducing the command word? The word in command. No. Before she learned the movement. She knows the movement. Come on. Alright. Týra, sit. Týra, break. Break. Good girl. She knows the movements. And I don't care about what people say. I teach the word, the command word, almost as with the beginning, with the movement. Because we're not doing competition training here. We're doing companion levelship training where it gives me much faster progress, where yes, they will get the movement wrong, they will remember the word, they will first associate with the wrong movement slightly, but then I will correct the movement. They will continue to re-update that command with the new movement. And almost all the time from the beginning, the movement is 90% right as it is. As I said, we're not doing competition level training here. No military style training. Týra, she's not really keen for working. Týra, what do we have here? Oh my darling, let's do one more time. Perfect for the camera. Týra, up. Good girl. Good girl. Come. What you doing? Týra, up. Up. Come up. Girl. Sit. Sit. Good girl. So up, sit. It's a chain of command. As promised to my customers to introduce chain of command. And then only one treat. So good job. Týra, hey. She wants to drink water. I'll get her drink water a bit. And now we're just going to do it one more time. Týra! Týra, sit! Týra, guard! Good girl! Yes! Yes, my darling! Yes, my sweetie! Týra, up! Týra, up! Good girl! Týra, with me! Come on! Don't make me get this. There's no point for that. Týra, with me. 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 Týra, sit. Týra, up. Up. Good girl. Týra, left. Týra, left. No, 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 no. Come on. Týra, left. Did I click? No, I didn't click. Týra, left. Týra, left. Until I click, there's no reward. See? She knows the movement. Týra, stay. Týra, right. Týra, right. Týra, right. No, no, no. Týra, sit. Sit. Good girl. That's a good girl. Yes. Yes, my darling. Break. All right. And this is still a very rowdy exercise for the house. So, but like if you don't have the resources or the options, then you know this narrow location here allows me to control her movements. And she does it outside as well, obviously. Isn't that right, my darling? Play space. Play space. Come on. No, that's not your place, silly. Good girl. Sit. Sit down. I know it's not evening yet, but I got stuff to do and I want to finish with the video. And as I explained previously, what the rules are, what the house rules are. After dinner, we give them the dinner at least 2 hours before bedtime. No. Before bedtime. And then we spread the dogs. My dogs aren't here because it's daytime. I let them out for a walk and to guard the other house. But after dinner, they chill. Everybody on his own spot. This is Týra's spot. I'm sitting here on this chair and just watching TV. And we put the night light. We do a little bit. That light is on, but you can't really see it. So we do a little bit of mood relaxation. You know, everybody's just sitting quiet. Nobody's playing. And then I just do a little routine with some grooming. You know, she's got a horn. I let her chew the horn instead of chewing her bed or anything like that. And basically, even generally, if my daughter is here or somebody else from the family is here, they have to keep quiet and not talk loud and just relaxation. Same thing as you would do with the child. Getting it in the mood for bed. So she collects a lot of hairs to get rid of this. So I use various tools to brush her and to keep her nice and groomed and relaxed. Another reason is obviously it's domination, not even in the nighttime, in the daytime. A big dog like that, and including even with my dogs, which are medium size, we dominate them. We get them to tolerate them being touched different places, especially for the vet. When the vet comes or something, they need to have to be used for us touching them different places where they might have to be held for injection or for anything at all. And so we go and we go and we just groom her. Shh. The bite is in case she thinks she wants to bite my hand, and we just groom her like this. That cleans her shit, her coat, and collects all necessary hairs so they don't go in our mouths or in our lungs, you know, when they fly around. No, that's baby. She doesn't understand the glove. And I might switch to the bigger brush and gives her a little bit of a massage as well. And obviously sometimes after that, she normally doesn't stay on her bed. She goes right underneath my legs. Whereas my other dogs are just sitting there, and if they feel jealous, they might come and lie next to me. And so after we're done with this side, you know, this can go for 5-10 minutes or longer, depending how much time you have. We can switch her on the other side. So what I do is I am not shy of manipulating the dog, because like I said, I have to learn total domination. Now we're not talking torturing them, like poking them in the eye or pulling their tails or anything. We're talking about like making sure the dog allows us to manipulate them and move them around, and that's also domination. And especially the belly, okay? They expose the belly, It's not really because they like belly rubs particularly. I mean, nobody knows there's two schools for that, but it's particularly for just when they expose the belly, because that's their most weakest in the throat, weakest point. That means they're submissive to you. And when they sleep with their legs up and belly fully exposed, then they're calm and safe and secure in the environment they are in your household. So we do like this. She likes it, obviously. She really, really likes it. Can't really see, but just put that a bit lower. And so this is what we do. It collects an insane amount of skin. No, 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 I'm gonna smack you. So when they're nipped like this, the bigger dogs especially, you have to be a little bit more assertive. So assertive noise, fingers like that, like a kung fu mode. So just a little bit like prickly prongs, and go on the sides here. That actually is not so much to cause pain. It doesn't really cause pain. It's interruption of the nipping process, and they get startled more than anything else. There's zero pain involved in this, unless you do it super hard, which you shouldn't. And then they're submissive to you because they know that you weren't happy. You can go shh or something like that. You know, like a snake. They hate snakes, same like us. They're really fine-tuned to snakes, scared of snakes. And so now they're thinking, if I bite, something else bites me. Okay, they know it's you, but that's really bred genetically into them about this movement. So that's what I do. And then you have to look for their submission. If they haven't do it, they don't offer submission, like lying down on the side, or you put them in the submission straight after that. No, they have to stay like this and stop the biting, which happens 99% of the time. But if they don't, you have to, you obviously didn't do it strong enough or not enough times. You need to be a leader as well. They need to respect you, not just like because you're stronger than them or more clever than them. And after that, it's just lying down for a little bit more. And if she's rowdy, she goes in the crate. The last few days, since she's with us, this is her first day this is her third week now. Starting, she sleeps on her bedding together with the dogs, so she doesn't need the crate because she's nice and calm. Isn't that right, my darling? Yes, baby, yes. Now, if you want to chew, so we don't really have to correct the dog all the time. Like, this is about house training. I don't want her to chew soft stuff like my shoes or my feet or her bed. So we do distraction, same like the children. We give her the chewing bone and we play with it a little bit to be alive, otherwise it's boring. And then she gets distracted and she starts to chew on that. This is her horn right now, or any other chew toy. And then you just keep one chew toy, that's their most favorite, for a puppy that wants to chew. And do not leave out any other toys. And if you see her playing with stuff that she finds interesting, that she thinks that she turns into toys, like your belongings, then you have to restrict the access to that, unfortunately. It's same like with a little child. If you think the dog will just get itself with the correct behavior and would know what you expect, that's not going to happen. You have to put exactly the same, if not even much more efforts than with a small child. Okay, it's just a little bit of a thorn. I thought there's a tick, but I have treated her for ticks and fleas and everything, so she shouldn't be getting any, especially this time of year. And she doesn't really go anywhere but with me. And after that, just before bed, we let her to toilet one more time. We restrict the water. I restrict the water at least half an hour, if not more, before bedtime. So for her, not for my other dogs, because they know when to go. But she hasn't been really, she's been really well behaved. And for house training, house breaking, that's probably for a different video. I'm gonna pay attention to that, but I would already mention for you specifically how house breaking works. At least in my house. Let's get you beautiful for the camera. Let's get you real beautiful for the camera, you monster, you monster. And also for the same with the business training, let them chew, and then if you trust the dog, you put your fingers in the mouth like this. Make sure they don't bite, and they respect you as a leader. They respect you as a leader. If there is a current biting in a dog, like what you have to do is don't pull, because they will shake and you'll rip your fingers off. They're crushed as well. You push inwards as much as possible, because right at the back, same with the horse as well, right in the back, the jaw is weak and they cannot really squeeze there in the back, and they don't have those ripping things. So they might still shake and do stuff, so obviously you gotta grab the neck and not let the dog pull outwards. What you have to do, if you see your dog biting somebody, let's say a small child, and he's just gone crazy, or anyone, even yourself, the best option to do is like, don't try to go to the dog's mouth. They'll get even more angry like that, trying to pull you open. No, all you have to do is lift the whole leg, the whole back up. So the two legs upwards like this, because the dog can only think what's happening in the front. As soon as you lift the back, the dog lets go, turns around to see what's happening, because obviously it doesn't like to be lifted like that, and lets go of the victim. So at this point, if it's a really aggressive dog, you can grab it and swing it outwards. And if it's not a really aggressive dog and you have control with the leash or anything, you can just let go and get the victim out of the way. Don't take my word for granted. This is what I have as an experience. So there, see, she's playing, wants to snap. I'm putting there, and I've told her, okay to have my hands when I put it in her mouth, as long as she's not chewing it. There we go. But distraction works best, so rather than fighting with the dog and having physical fights or pulls. Only when you play tug. They like scratching like this behind. And also with those dogs, it's good from time to time to clean the ears. Right now I don't have specialized tampons for ears, but they sell specialized tampons for cleaning dog ears. And because her ears they're not as bad as my dogs, but they're semi-down, so hygienic wise, you should really clean only to where you see the dirt from inside the dog's ears, right? So talking about hygiene, what else you should do? I don't cut her nails because we agreed with the owners that that's not need. She walks on stones. Here my floor is all stones, so she don't need. But if you do, you have to be careful not to cut the actual nerve endings there. So just the transparent section. And also in terms of hygiene, the eyes, if you see anything there, you just clean them, and the ears, and the brushing the teeth at least once a week, if not more often. So you inspect the paws as well in the evening. You just use that time to make sure the dog can communicate with you and don't bite you. Now she thinks them like with the other puppies, which is gonna bite each other's portions for fun, but no, I'm just inspecting the paws to see they're not damaged, the belly, looking for any ticks, any dirt, any wounds, any scratches, because the dog can't really complain, can they? That's pretty much it on the grooming. Check the neck, especially if you've been using prong collar. There's no zero marks, zero scratching, zero damage. Or if you've been using E collar or any other collars that are for electric fencing or anything like this, for abrasions, for redness, she hasn't got nothing. Everything's good with her. Good girl. Come on, go for nappy. She'll go now for a little nap, and we'll see you in the next one. So I let Týra out for a little toilet. Yeah, she's okay. And one thing I also needed to tell you, very important. Now, if you don't, especially with a working dog, and especially with small puppies, but almost any other puppy or a dog that you have in the house, a new dog, if you don't play with them, if you don't teach them rules, if you don't train them, if you don't walk them out, And if you don't keep their minds entertained and their bodies like exercised, they will find something else to entertain themselves with, especially if they're a lone puppy, they're not with other dogs. And that would most likely result in bad habits, undesirable behaviors, and you will suffer at the end. But guess who pays at the end? The dog pays at the end. So be warned. So let's recap really quickly. The evening starts with the dogs being put to bed really nicely and calmly. They're all lying on their beds. If it's a new puppy not integrated with my dogs, then obviously it can go to the crate. Otherwise, everybody is getting ready for bed. We're putting the light down after the grooming. Water is restricted, and everybody is getting ready for bed. Then we can put the lights off and watch some TV quietly whilst the dogs are really falling asleep. Sometimes, obviously, Týra likes to feel a bit closer to me, so she just stays underneath my legs directly, and then my other dog, as it's being a little bit jealous, moves onto much closer to me. Sit, good girl. Then comes breakfast. And like I said before, if the puppy is not integrated, sometimes it can be fed on its own. And if it is, then we feed it with the other dogs. Tira, eat, good girl. Tori. No, Tira. Afraid. No, I, Tira. But, what? Tira, eat. Good girl. After breakfast comes time for Tira's training, and after training is done, it's time for a rest around midday or so on after all the games and everything. If she's calm, she's allowed to sleep in with the other dogs outside. If not, then it's a crate and alone time. Nice and calm, just resting. Everything good. Gonna let her rest for a bit, and in the afternoon at 5 we'll check her for training, toilet. In the afternoon, the routine repeats, housebreaking continues. After that, in town for training in different distraction environments and having lots and lots of fun. And then after that, we'll be ready again for home and dinner and quiet time and grooming and then sleep and then repeat. Town center of Trevna, and we're gonna do yet another itty bitty tiny exercise. Back in the house after all the exercises are over, early dinner just before sunset, and then getting ready to wind down, watch the sunset, and then quiet time in the house. And that was a full day of puppy upbringing in my home. It's a balance of structure, rules, games, rest, and discipline. It might look strict, but this is exactly what creates a dog that is calm, obedient, and a joy to live with. When you take a new puppy home, dog, puppy, doesn't matter, but puppy especially, you are ripping it out of the dog world, and it stayed in the litter, everything it knew. Maximum was the mother, the litter, the place where they were brought up, and you're asking it to live in the human world. But that puppy doesn't know any better. He doesn't know the human world rules, the expectations, and on top of that, some owners or new owners, not just that they're ripping it out, they're not teaching it the human rules or their rules in their house, but also they're expecting that, or they're thinking that that dog should also have the feeling and behavior and like persona of a human, and so they're preventing it to even do to have some freedom and to have to do some dog stuff. Like for example, eating poo-poo. You know, like okay, yes, some dogs eat poo-poo, some dogs that don't. Some dogs they eat their own poo-poo, some dogs they eat other poo-poo, some dogs eat just like farm animals poo-poo if they have the opportunity. So this is completely natural. With the young puppies, it goes away. Where my dogs, they were eating their own poop, and that was disgusting. But yes, we will try to eradicate this. But this is dogs, or like even lesser, better example, when they sniff their butts. That's complete normal. That's how they know if the other dog they're meeting is healthy or not. So preventing this, giving them restrictions in the wrong place. You have to give them restrictions in the right place. Yes, they love restrictions, but not which is purely in their genetics, like sniffing their butts and all that stuff. So you need to make sure that you understand what are the instincts of the dog, what is cravings, and what are the needs and desire for the specific breed that you have, if it is of a breed. And then on top of that, then you need to start introducing your rules, your house rules, and you're teaching the dog. But the way to teach the dog is similar to a child, but even more simplified. Because a child, it can communicate with words back to you most of the time when it's old enough, and tell you, or even cry and have like human face and human facial expressions. With the dog, you need to know the body language. You need to educate yourself in the body language, first of all. With the puppies, it's slightly different. With the older dogs, the body language, of course. And also the most important thing is you need to make really the rules black and white for the dog, with the training, but especially with the upbringing, black and white. If you're going to have that dog to sleep in the house and be calm in the house, it has to be calm in the house the whole time. There's not one single time the dog starts to play around here, or the puppy starts to play around here, and we say, oh, okay, oh, it's so cute, oh, it's so cute, oh, it's so cute, let it play just this once. Just this once turns into a habit, a rule. Or then the next few seconds you say, no, that's enough, and you're just shouting at the dog and you're putting in the crate and everything. What did you expect? So it's the same with your children, but this is even worse, because it has to be really not one single time you can allow break of this rule. The same with all the other rules. If you allow the dog on the sofa, it will always want to go on the sofa. If you don't allow the dog on the sofa, then in my condition it's like this. I allow my dogs after a certain age with invitation. If they're too young, they're not going to understand. But with invitation, after 6 months of age, they can come on the bed, on the sofa with invitation. They can even come on my bed with invitation. And they can even sleep on the bed with invitation with me. And then if I tell them down, they know it's time to go down. The same thing with the game. We start the game with, are you ready to have to play? And then we finish the game with all done. So the same thing. We invite them and then we tell them to go down and they know it's finished. So really black and white. You cannot have one day because you felt like you're going to be a little bit slack and just to have a different rule for that one day. The dog's not going to understand this. The same with the leash walking. If you're going to have them no pulling and you have them on a leash, if they pull, you need to correct this. You can't just okay, I'll let this go, or you correct it so minor that it doesn't even pay attention. Black and white, fully black and white, and that's the difficulty with the ownership. And so you break that rule, the more often you break that rule, the more crazy dog you're going to have in the house. The more strict you are with these rules, the best dog and the best calm you're going to have in your house. Look, I've been sitting here talking for I don't know how many minutes, and the dogs are still sitting quiet. There's no dog deciding suddenly it's going to come up and, you know, just do something different. Unless they want water or toilet, of course. That's allowed. And so with my rules for the sofa in the night, I allow them to go on the sofa when there's people sleeping. There's sofa is available. Because they sleep in the living room, and so there's no other way. But if there's a new puppy goes back in the crate if it's rowdy, if I see something wrong. For in the afternoon, for a long time, for rest time if it's restless. But otherwise, I try to integrate it and learn the rules. And in the evening is the same thing. If it's quiet, if it's relaxed, it can sleep on its bedding outside of the crate with the other dogs. If not, in the crate, nice and quiet time. like I said at the beginning, restricting the resources and the space. Don't just drop food, free feeding them, or spatial access anytime they want, unless you've trained them. You've like for example, Freya is not fully trained, but she's fully upbrought about the house rules. She knows that no touching her food on low tables, no going on sofas unless she's invited, all that stuff. And Toris is fully matured and he listens everything, and I don't even have to say commands to him. I can just talk to him like normal words, sentences, and he knows what I mean. Anyways, if you found this video helpful, subscribe to this channel for more daily routines, training tips, and step-by-step lessons. And if you want personal help raising your puppy, check the links below to book a training program with me. If you want to learn more about puppy upbringing or to check the progress of Týra or my other dogs, watch that video next. Thanks for watching, and remember, discipline is freedom for your dog. See you in the next one.